Hey Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back. So, another unboxing. Is it really that surprising? But I have some pretty cool plants in here that I actually, forgot to take the label off. I actually got these yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to open them because I didn't realize that they were here. Like, I got the notification pretty early in the morning that they were delivered, and then I forgot to snag it out of the mailroom, and then David and I went to a pottery class last night for my birthday, so I didn't want to open it in the dark. So now is the next morning, and I apologize for the noise outside. It sounds like somebody's pushing like a shopping cart, which wouldn't be surprising. But anyway, I did open the top of this box and take a peek. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay and let things air out so that they weren't sitting in a closed box overnight. And pretty excited. So you guys should have guessed already that this is from Urban Leaf Shop. It was from one of their most recent auctions. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I genuinely forgot what I had gotten except for like one or two things. And apparently I got 3 plants. So let's check it out. I did cheat a little. I opened them up and they seem okay. There's just one that I'm worried about, and that's the one that I want to open first. I still can't find my box cutter, so we're gonna have to use David's knife again. Also, please ignore my mess back here. He just put up new shelves in the bedroom yesterday, so I moved my old shelves out, and I just kind of have some misplaced stuff hanging out on it. So I'm gonna open this up very carefully. I definitely recommend getting a box cutter if you don't have one and you are opening boxes a lot like I am. It's a lot easier and it's a lot safer than using other things. So this is how it's packaged. Get this out of here. I mean, it is nice and sharp though, so like that's cool. I just don't want to stab myself or the furniture because I'm a little bit clumsy. So this first plant is the Hoya something or other that I've been wanting, and it was not cheap, and apparently it has a peduncle, and the leaves are not super happy. So I've come to the conclusion that I think that some of their plants are, or like most of their plants maybe are imports, and that's why they're not happy when they come to me. Some of them have died, I'm not gonna lie to you, and others are on the struggle bus, and then some of them are fine. So I don't really know what the deal is, but I have like 2 or 3 Hoyas in the greenhouse from them that are not cute right now, like not cute at all. But then I have a couple of others that look great, so I just don't really know what's going on. I wanted to believe that it was just like a thing, because it's like just a thing that happens sometimes, but it keeps happening. So like, I don't know, maybe if it's like they're not waiting long enough to acclimate their Hoyas before shipping them again. But this is the Hoya. I'm trying to get all this freaking tape off. I'm making a mess, you guys. It's too early for this. I gotta cut this. Wait, I have scissors. Let me not stab myself. Okay. Alright. The plant is free. So this is a Hoya Ko-Chang Island with a peduncle. I don't see a peduncle. Is that this shriveled up dead thing here? Is a peduncle? Because that does not look like it's alive at all. No, it's not. It's dead. And the leaves are really, really, really flimsy. I mean, this one's just totally bent. It's probably gonna fall off. It's very, very wrinkly. Like, it's not good. Not good at all. Which is disappointing because it wasn't cheap. I paid $75 for this. And I'm really not happy about it because this was a wish list Hoya for me, which is why I was willing to spend that much on it, plus the peduncle, but the peduncle is literally, it's dead. That took no effort at all for me to pull it off. It's totally shriveled up. So that was a big waste of money. Yay! It's cute. If it lives, maybe these 2 leaves will survive, but this one's not going to. This whole tendril will probably die back. So, was it worth $75? No. Anyway, the next plant that I got is a bigger one, and it seems happier from what I could tell, because I did have to obviously take a peek in there last night, but I wanted to make sure everything was okay. But like I said, I wanted to open these with you guys, obviously. So there is that. Yeah, they're only in the mail for 2 days, minus the little extra time. I mean, plus the little bit of extra time that they were in the mail room, but the temperature is regulated there, so it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, this is another Hoya that I got here. Get it out of here. And this is one that I surprisingly don't have. Like, I have one small plant of this that I had gotten a really long time ago, and it hasn't done anything, and the leaves are very like narrow on it, and they look different. So when I saw this big gorgeous Hoya Finlaysonii, I wanted to snag it because, surprisingly, like I said, I don't have one. And I thought this one would be good to propagate. So these leaves are very happy. They're nice and stiff. Not worried about this plant at all. This one is really nice and well established, and it shipped perfectly. So doesn't seem like there's any leaf loss on it, and this one I paid $70 for. This one also has a peduncle that looks like it has bloomed a few times right here. So definitely not mad at that. I know it's surprising that I didn't have one, right? But I guess I was kind of just always waiting for the right opportunity to get one. Like, I could have gotten cuttings in the past and stuff like that, but I don't know. I saw this one and I was like, you know what? That's the one. We're going to take a chance on it and hope that, you know, it'll ship well. So, not mad about that. This is the Hoya Finlaysonii. They have it labeled as Hoya Finlaysonii AH029. I don't know what that means, or if that, like, there's so many different Finlaysonii varieties that I couldn't tell you if this is different. All I know is that it is different than the one that I already have. So the one I have has like much more narrow, like kind of wrinkly leaves. So Hoya Finlaysonii. Thankfully this one was worth the $70 that I paid for it. Okay, and then the last plant here I'm pretty excited about because it looks like a Hoya, but it's not a Hoya. I'm also very tired, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit off. I've been having a hard time, like, just catching up to life, and I don't know. I need like a couple of days to just do nothing. One day is not enough, but I haven't even had that. So there's that. But you guys know that with my chronic health issues, sometimes I just get like really run down, and it can be hard for me to get my spoons back. So this one I'm really excited to show you because this is actually a Dischidia and not a Hoya. But when I show it to you, you're going to be like, wait a minute, that looks like a Hoya. Which is why I thought it was so cool and why I was bidding on it. Because I like Dischidias, although I do have the Dischidia hirsuta that I got from them not long ago, and I went to go water everything in the greenhouse the other day and noticed that the whole entire plant just kind of like shriveled up into nothing. Like it almost looked burnt, which is weird because I didn't even have it in the direct light. So I'm just confused. Is that like a difficult one to keep alive, or is it just another one of these plants that for some reason just doesn't look good after I get it? My Dakier that I unboxed last time from them dropped like half its leaves. I didn't even touch the thing. I put it in the greenhouse and I watered it, and that's it. So, I don't know, but look at this thing. Doesn't it look like a Hoya? But it's not. It's actually a Dischidia. It's a Dischidia parasitica. And I just thought it was really cool looking. It looks like a Hoya Weyettii, but it is obviously not a Hoya Weyettii. It looks like another Hoya I can't think of the name of, but I think Weyettii is the first one people's brains go to because it's the most common. But there is another Hoya that does look almost exactly like this, but it's a Dischidia, you guys. How cool is that? So obviously I had to have it, and this one I paid $45 for. So I'm not mad about that. I think this one is really cool. And I'm just hoping that I can keep it alive. I'm like genuinely worried about some of these plants, and I don't love that. I don't want to be hesitant to order plants from them because I do like their plants and I like their prices and they're really nice people, but yeah, it's hard not to be hesitant after a couple of bad experiences. So there is that. But this one looks good. This looks healthy, and I'm not mad about it. So Dischidia parasitica looks like a Hoya, so obviously I had to have it because you guys know that I've been trying to collect more Dischidias. So that is it. Those are all of my plants from Urban Leaf Shop. They're located in Florida, and they ship really fast. They have auctions every Wednesday at 6:30 my time, Eastern time. And yeah, come hang out if you want to. I'm not trying to sway you from ordering from them. I've had a lot of success, and I know a lot of other people have had a lot of success with their plants. I'm just trying to figure it out is all, because it's happened to like a handful of plants and I'm not exactly sure why. Keep them with all the rest of my plants that are doing fine. So I'm just like confused and bummed, obviously, because I spend a lot of money on these plants and I usually get some of the bigger ones in hopes to propagate and make some of my money back, if not my money back completely on the plant, so that I can justify buying them. But that hasn't been the case. Like, if anything, I've just spent a lot of money and haven't really made much back, which is unfortunate. And then it's sad for me too, because like I want the plants. They're also like my plants, you know? So I have very few plants that I consider to just be like mother plants for inventory. They're mine. They're my plants. You know what I mean? They're my mother plants, and I cut them when they're ready to be cut and propagated, and obviously I have high hopes for them to get nice and big, and sometimes I'll propagate out a separate plant that's like for me that I don't have to cut. But yeah, so it's just sad in general. It's not just about the money, it's just sad too that the plants keep dying. I'm really bummed about this peduncle and this stupid Hoya that I paid $75 for that's probably gonna die. Mostly because I just really wanted it. I mean, obviously, I wasn't gonna propagate that tiny plant. I bought that one for me. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too much of a downer, because that's not what I'm aiming for. Like I said, I'm just tired and I'm confused as to why this keeps happening to my plants from them. But yeah, I sleep now. It's cold. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, you should give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It's down there. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but everything is fine. There's a join button if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Get yourself some perky perks, some extra videos, all that good stuff. Come join the group chat. If not, there's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me. And donate a few dollars to my channel. Everything is appreciated. I cannot do this without you guys, clearly. So I just keep on wasting money on plants that come dead. Not like totally dead, but dying plants. Anyway, if I sing about it, maybe it'll be less depressing. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. And I genuinely hope that I see you in the next one and that I wasn't too much of a bore in this one. Okay? Okay. Bye!